Colleagues, public education in New South Wales is now at a crossroads. We're facing an uncertain future, and we're asking every single member in school and OCA work sites to attend the broadcast meetings this Friday, May 18th, beginning at 9 a.m. sharp. What the Government of New South Wales is proposing is the most radical restructuring of the Department of Education in our history. It will affect every school, it will affect every member, every principal and every student. There is much at stake. The salary incremental scale, permanency in the workforce, the loss of specialist positions, the loss of executive positions in schools, class sizes, just about every working condition and every student learning opportunity are now under threat. This is the time for the profession to stand up to protect our public education system. On Friday, you'll hear detailed reports from senior officers on the aspects of local schools, local decisions and other government policies that have been announced. And you'll also be given an opportunity to vote on a recommendation to shape the future direction of the campaign. Once again, we urge every single member in every school and OCA worksite to attend the meetings this Friday morning. The community of New South Wales has never seen anything as extreme or radical as what the government is proposing to do to our school system. It is proceeding with haste and in secrecy. No stakeholders, principals, parents or teachers are represented on the steering committee developing this. Instead, the government has employed an accountancy firm, PricewaterhouseCoopers, to develop the model. What the government is doing in terms of education is developing a structure to deliver those savings at the school level and force principals into the invidious position of having to make budgetary cuts to their staffing and to the resourcing of schools so that the minister never has to announce them. We cannot as a profession sit by and allow this to happen. This will affect the very learning conditions of our students, the learning opportunities of our students and the working conditions of our teachers. At a time of the greatest possible teacher shortage in our history, the very things that we know attract people into teaching, a professional salary, the right to an incremental scale, the opportunity for career advancement through promotions, transfers to unfavourable areas, from unfavourable areas. The very things that we know attract people into teaching are the very things under this proposal that the government intends to threaten. I think it's a very stark choice. Currently there are guarantees around curriculum and class sizes that the present formulae provide in staffing. When it comes to amount of dollars, those guarantees disappear. We asked of the Minister for Education to provide to the profession guarantees. They were not forthcoming. We asked for guarantees around resourcing levels, staffing, permanency, curriculum, class sizes. The guarantees were not provided. Instead, we've got a document of weasel words, assurances, promises, but the guarantees that should be locked up in industrial agreements are simply not there. This has been happening for months in secrecy. It is about time the profession was given an opportunity to come together and to see the ramifications for every single student, every single teacher, every single principal and every single school. We need to come together, profession, to try and learn what the government is doing, to be able to combat it and to protect the students in our schools and their learning opportunities. What the government is proposing, of course, is very dramatic. They are saying that at every time a position becomes vacant in a school, a teaching position becomes vacant in a school, then the school can, instead of replacing that permanent position with another permanent teacher, can replace it with a casual teacher. It's about really creating a cheaper workforce in our schools. They're also saying that the executive teachers, head teachers, deputies, assistant principals, specialist teachers, counsellors, teacher librarians, all those positions will not be guaranteed or mandated, that every position will be determined by the amount of money that a principal has at their disposal in terms of the staffing budget. A staffing budget that will not be controlled by the principal but will be controlled by the New South Wales Treasury, the same Treasury that wants to reduce funding to the public sector by $10 billion. I don't think it'll take too long for the community of New South Wales to join the dots and to understand that what is being proposed is a massive restructure that is going to deliver a cheaper workforce in schools and reduce the amount of money that we're spending on our kids in our schools. It is just not good enough.